In the desolate frozen landscape of the Ural Mountains lies a chilling enigma that has captivated minds for decades. The year was 1959, and a group of 9 experienced hikers embarked on a journey through the unforgiving wilderness, unaware of the harrowing fate that awaited them. With a deadly combination of mysterious events and inexplicable discoveries, their tragic story has become one of the most enduring and perplexing mysteries of our time. Join us as we delve into the eerie tale of the Dyatlov Pass incident, where the icy winds of fate whisper secrets that continue to elude us to this day. Welcome to Beyond the Unknown with your host, AI Attenborough. The script used within this video was produced with the help of AI. While every effort has been made to ensure accuracy and reliability, some irregularities may exist within. Please be advised that this video contains events and images that some viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Nestled deep within the harsh and remote Ural Mountains, the Dyatlov Pass incident stands as a chilling testament to the dangers of venturing into the unknown. In 1959, a group of 9 intrepid Russian mountaineers, led by the skilled hiker Igor Dyatlov, embarked on an ambitious journey across the treacherous slopes of Kolatsyakhl, which translates to Dead Mountain in the local Mansi language. Their ultimate goal was to reach the summit of Ural Mountain, never suspecting that their journey would end in tragedy. Equipped with the finest gear of their time and confident in their abilities as experienced mountaineers, the group faced biting cold and relentless snowstorms. Despite their preparedness, they met with a tragic fate that would baffle investigators for decades, leaving a trail of unanswered questions and bewildering discoveries. In this exploration of the Dyatlov Pass incident, we will delve into the lives of these courageous hikers, the intricate details of their fateful expedition, and the perplexing evidence left behind. We will examine the numerous theories that have emerged over the years, from natural disasters to secret military operations, and even the possibility of otherworldly forces at play. We will also explore the unsettling inconsistencies in the official findings, such as the strange injuries sustained by some of the victims, the inexplicable condition of their campsite, and the peculiar details that defy conventional explanation. As we unravel this chilling mystery, we will venture deep into the heart of the Ural Mountains, retracing the steps of the ill-fated Dyatlov expedition. Through the icy winds and swirling snow, we will attempt to uncover the truth behind the enigmatic events that led to the tragic and mysterious demise of these brave adventurers. The Dyatlov Pass incident began on January 25, 1959, when a group of 10 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute set off on a challenging expedition. Led by Igor Dyatlov, their goal was to reach the summit of Ural Mountain, a peak located in the northern Ural Mountains of Russia. The expedition would allow them to achieve the prestigious Grade 3 hiking certification, a testament to their skills and experience as mountaineers. The Ural Mountains stretch over 2,500 kilometers from north to south, separating Europe from Asia. The region where the incident occurred is remote and inhospitable, with dense forests and rugged snow-covered slopes. The mountains surrounding the Dyatlov Pass, Kolatsyakhl and Ural, hold special significance in the local Mansi language. Kolatsyakhl translates to Dead Mountain, while Ural means don't go there. The ominous names of these mountains would prove eerily prophetic for the ill-fated expedition. The hikers were well prepared for the challenging conditions they would face during their journey. They carried state-of-the-art equipment, including warm clothing, sturdy boots, and camping gear designed to withstand the harsh Ural winter. Their levels of experience varied, but each member had participated in multiple expeditions, mastering the necessary skills for survival in the unforgiving wilderness. The weather conditions during the expedition were typical for the Ural Mountains in winter, with temperatures plummeting as low as -30 degrees Celsius, -22 degrees Fahrenheit, and heavy snowfall blanketing the landscape. The group had to navigate through dense forests, cross frozen rivers, and traverse steep, icy slopes as they made their way towards the summit of Ural Mountain. The members of the Dyatlov expedition were a diverse and talented group of individuals, each bringing unique skills and expertise to the team. Igor Dyatlov, the group leader, was a talented engineer and an experienced hiker, while Yuri Doroshenko was a student of radio engineering and a skilled outdoorsman. Zinaida Kolmogorova, one of the two female members, was a geologist and an experienced mountaineer. Lyudmila Dubinina, the other female member, was also an accomplished hiker with a passion for the outdoors. Rustem Slobodin, an engineer, was known for his physical fitness and strong navigation skills. Georgy Krivonishenko, an engineer and hiker, was a proficient guitar player, often providing entertainment during the evenings. Yuri Yudin, a geology student, was forced to turn back due to illness, leaving the remaining 9 members to continue their trek. He would be the only one to survive the expedition. The other members included Alexander Kolovatov, a physicist with expertise in metallurgy, Nikolai Thibault-Brignol, a civil engineer, Semyon Zolotaryov, a ski instructor and experienced hiker, and Yuri Krivonishenko, who worked at the Chelyabinsk 40 nuclear facility. Each member of the group was accomplished in their own right. However, it is worth noting that there are suggestions and theories that some of the members may have had connections to military or intelligence activities. These connections, if true, could potentially play a role in the mysterious events that unfolded, though it is important to stress that this is speculative and not based on definitive evidence. As the group pressed on through the challenging conditions, they documented their journey through photographs and journal entries, providing valuable insights into their experiences and mindset as they approached the fateful night of February 1st, 1959. Little did they know that their adventure would end in tragedy, leaving a haunting mystery that continues to perplex investigators and enthusiasts alike to this day. On February 26th, searchers made a chilling discovery. A mangled tent, cut open from the inside, lay abandoned and snow-covered, its button-up front flap untouched. The hikers' clothing and shoes were left behind, suggesting a hasty, panicked exit. Footprints in the snow, some made by hikers wearing only socks or a single shoe, led searchers to a large cedar tree. Here they found the first 2 bodies, Yuri Krivonishenko and Yuri Doroshenko, shoeless and in their underwear. Broken branches at the base of the cedar tree bore the skin of the deceased hikers, evidence of a desperate attempt to climb. Intriguingly, the position of Doroshenko's body did not match the livor mortis on his back, indicating that he had been turned over post-mortem. The following day, the searchers discovered the bodies of expedition leader Igor Dyatlov and Zinaida Kolmogorova. On March 5th, Rustem Slobodin's body was found with a small skull fracture, although it was not considered the cause of death. At this point, investigators believed hypothermia claimed the lives of the hikers. However, the discovery of the last 4 hikers on May 5th in a ravine altered the course of the investigation. Nikolai Thibault-Brignol had sustained significant skull damage, while Lyudmila Dubnina and Semyon Zolotaryov suffered severe chest fractures. Investigators concluded that a massive force, akin to being hit by a car, caused these injuries. Yet the bodies displayed no external wounds or broken skin, implying that immense pressure led to the damage and deaths. Dubnina was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. Curiously, some of the hikers' clothes were found to be contaminated with radiation, and there were reports of their skin appearing to have an orange hue. In this next segment, we shall explore the various explanations that have been posited by researchers and enthusiasts alike seeking to unravel the enigma of the Dyatlov Pass incident. One such hypothesis that has garnered significant attention is the slab avalanche theory. The slab avalanche hypothesis proposes that an avalanche occurred, burying the hikers under a torrent of snow and ice. Researchers have examined the conditions on the night of the tragedy and have identified certain factors that could have contributed to the occurrence of an avalanche. For instance, the slope of the mountainside where the hikers set up their tent was found to be at an angle of approximately 28 degrees, a critical angle for avalanches to occur. Furthermore, the snowfall that night could have added extra weight on the existing snowpack, causing a slab of snow to break off and cascade down the slope. A study conducted by researchers at the Swiss Federal Institute of Snow and Avalanche Research (SLF) in Davos and the Russian Academy of Sciences suggested that the injuries sustained by the hikers were consistent with those typically found in avalanche victims. Utilizing computer simulations, the researchers replicated the conditions at the Dyatlov Pass and discovered that a relatively small yet powerful avalanche could have struck the tent, causing the hikers to flee in panic. However, the slab avalanche theory is not without its detractors. Critics of the hypothesis point out that no signs of an avalanche were found by the initial search parties, such as broken tree branches or a distinctive avalanche debris field. Additionally, some of the hikers' injuries, such as fractured skulls and chest trauma, appear to be too severe to have been caused by a minor avalanche. There are also questions regarding the timeline of events. The hikers were believed to have fled their tent at around 9:30 p.m. on February 1, 1959, but the first bodies were not discovered until almost a month later. It is difficult to reconcile this timeline with the avalanche theory, as it would imply that the hikers survived outside in the freezing temperatures for an extended period before succumbing to their injuries and the elements. Despite these criticisms, proponents of the avalanche theory maintain that it offers the most plausible explanation for the Dyatlov Pass incident. They argue that the avalanche could have been triggered by the hikers themselves as they cut into the snow to create a level surface for their tent. This disturbance, combined with the weight of the fresh snowfall, could have set off the avalanche. Moreover, supporters of this theory suggest that the apparent lack of avalanche evidence could be explained by subsequent snowfall obscuring any signs of the event. The severity of the injuries could be attributed to the force of the avalanche impacting the hikers and the hard, icy surface of the slope beneath the snow. And while the timeline may not align perfectly with the avalanche theory, it is not entirely implausible that the hikers could have survived for some time before ultimately succumbing to their injuries and the harsh conditions. In the years since the Dyatlov Pass incident, numerous theories and claims have emerged, some of which are based on intriguing or hard-to-prove information. While many of these theories may captivate the imagination, it is important to approach them with a sense of curiosity and an open mind, allowing for the possibility that even the most extraordinary claims may contain a kernel of truth. Over time, several theories have been proposed to explain the mysterious events surrounding the Dyatlov Pass incident. These theories range from the scientifically plausible to the seemingly fantastical. Some of the most widely discussed theories include infrasound-induced panic, attacks by locals, secret military tests, and more. The infrasound theory suggests that a natural phenomenon called the Kármán vortex street may have caused a series of low-frequency sound waves that induced feelings of panic and disorientation in the hikers. These sound waves, known as infrasound, can cause feelings of unease, nausea, and even hallucinations in some individuals. It has been proposed that the hikers subjected to these powerful infrasound waves fled their tent in a state of panic, ultimately succumbing to the elements. Another theory posits that the hikers may have encountered hostile locals who attacked them for trespassing on sacred land. The Mansi people, native to the region, had their own beliefs and traditions, and it is not inconceivable that they may have taken offence to the hikers' presence. However, there is little concrete evidence to support this theory, and many argue that the Mansi people were not known for violence against outsiders. Secret military tests have also been implicated as a possible explanation for the Dyatlov Pass incident. The area was known to be used for Soviet military exercises and missile tests, leading some to speculate that the hikers inadvertently stumbled upon a classified operation. According to this theory, the hikers may have been silenced by the military to prevent the disclosure of sensitive information. Despite the numerous theories that have been put forth, conflicting opinions of different investigations have left the Dyatlov Pass incident shrouded in mystery. However, the introduction of remote viewing data has added a new dimension to the discussion, offering a unique and detailed account of the events that may have transpired on that fateful night. Remote viewing is a controversial practice in which individuals claim to use extrasensory perception to gather information about distant or unseen targets. In the case of the Dyatlov Pass, remote viewers have provided detailed accounts of the incident, suggesting that military involvement or other clandestine operations may have played a role in the hikers' deaths. According to remote viewing data provided by John Vivanco, two main events led to the tragic outcome of the expedition. Firstly, Igor Dyatlov was a student of radio engineering and had built radios specifically for his hiking trips. The data revealed that the team conducted a secretive experiment with radio sondes, radio probes launched via balloons that send back telemetry to a receiver, providing data on ozone pressure, wind, temperatures, etc. This experiment was connected to the military, as the area was known for Soviet missile tests. It's worth noting that crater impacts were found in the region where the hikers died. The remote viewing data suggests that the hikers were not simply ordinary individuals. Some of them were involved in intelligence and military operations. They collaborated on a project that involved balloons and transmitters containing radioactive substances. These devices, raised into the sky in various configurations, were designed to collect data when a missile was launched in the vicinity. The purpose of the radio sondes was to triangulate the passing missile by assessing atmospheric and environmental conditions. Unfortunately, an accident took place during the experiment. One of the radioactive radio sondes was inadvertently struck, causing it to detonate. This explosion released a cloud of radioactive particles, which then fell upon some of the team members. This exposure resulted in dangerous levels of radiation, manifesting as radioactive orange skin and dark blood. A former KGB officer who authored a trilogy confirmed the group's involvement in an experiment using radioactive radio sondes. The alleged particle used was 5-sulfur phosphorus, contained within the balloon. The orange skin and dark blood are consistent with the oxidation process of sulfur phosphorus in the human body, suggesting that the hikers were poisoned by sulfur. The remote viewing data lends credence to this theory. The second event, disclosed by the remote viewing data, was the presence of a Yeti-like creature that had been observing the hikers. This creature, described as a peaceful and vegetarian being, stood 12 feet tall and possessed thick white hair for camouflage and insulation. Intrigued by the humans it had not encountered for an extended period, the Yeti tracked the hikers. Although the hikers noticed the creature, they were more curious than fearful. When they neared the Yeti's den, however, the creature began to perceive them as a threat. The situation escalated as the hikers conducted their experiment with the radio sondes. The explosion and subsequent chaos incensed the Yeti, prompting it to break trees and roar. The creature then approached the tent and attempted to attack the hikers. In a state of panic, they cut their way out of the tent and fled into the freezing wilderness, with the Yeti chasing 4 of them to a ravine where it ultimately killed them by crushing them. The remaining hikers, who had started a fire and climbed a tree to keep watch, heard the screams of their friends, but eventually succumbed to radiation exposure and hypothermia on the Mountain of Death that night. In summary, according to the remote viewing data, the Dyatlov Pass incident appears to have been the result of a combination of a botched experiment and a tragic confrontation with a Yeti. If the experiment had gone as planned, the peaceful creature may not have reacted aggressively, and the disastrous outcome could have been averted. With so many theories and explanations surrounding the Dyatlov Pass incident, it is important to remain open to the possibility that the truth may be a combination of factors or may still be waiting to be discovered. As with many unsolved mysteries, the passage of time has only served to deepen the intrigue, leaving the Dyatlov Pass incident as one of the most fascinating enigmas of the 20th century. Whether the remote viewing data holds the key to unlocking the mystery or merely adds another layer to the complex tapestry of events, the Dyatlov Pass will continue to capture the imagination of those seeking answers to the unknown. As we come to the end of our exploration of the enigmatic Dyatlov Pass incident, I find myself reflecting on the many theories and the intriguing evidence at hand. As a seasoned observer of the natural world, I cannot help but be drawn to the remote viewing data and the military connection. While the remote viewing technique is certainly a controversial and to some a dubious method, the detailed information it has provided us cannot be easily dismissed. The military connection, though speculative, does offer a plausible explanation for some of the strange and otherwise unaccountable phenomena experienced by the hikers. The use of radio sondes and the possibility of a secret experiment involving radioactive substances might explain the presence of radiation on some of the hikers' clothing. Furthermore, the involvement of intelligence and military operatives within the group lends credence to the idea that there was more to this expedition than meets the eye. However, as a man of science, I must also acknowledge that the remote viewing data is not entirely verifiable, and the military connection, while fascinating, lacks concrete evidence. We must not neglect the other theories that have been proposed, and it is important to weigh their plausibility based on the available evidence. The slab avalanche hypothesis, for example, presents a compelling argument for the events that transpired on that fateful night. The research supporting this theory, which incorporates computer simulations and recreations of the conditions at Dyatlov Pass, offers a scientific perspective on the case. The combination of factors that contributed to the avalanche, such as snow, wind, and the hikers' actions, might well explain the tragedy that befell the group. Nonetheless, the arguments against the avalanche theory, such as the lack of visible signs of an avalanche at the time of the discovery, are not without merit. It is also worth considering the possibility of other natural phenomena, such as infrasound-induced panic or attacks by local wildlife, as potential explanations for the incident. As I contemplate the various theories and the evidence that has been presented, I find myself torn between the scientific explanations and the more mysterious and enigmatic aspects of the case. The remote viewing data and the military connection, while hard to prove, offer a tantalizing glimpse into a world of secrets and intrigue. Meanwhile, the avalanche theory, with its scientific backing, provides a more grounded and rational explanation. In the end, I must confess that I'm not entirely certain which theory holds the most weight. The Dyatlov Pass incident is a complex and multifaceted enigma, and it is possible that the truth lies somewhere in the grey area between these competing explanations. Perhaps the tragedy was the result of a combination of natural phenomena, human error, and clandestine activities. What I do know is that the Dyatlov Pass incident has captured the imagination of countless individuals, myself included, and has inspired a deep curiosity to uncover the truth behind this mysterious event. It's my hope that, in time, further evidence will come to light. allowing us to finally unravel the enigma that is the Dyatlov Pass incident. But for now, I leave you with these thoughts and the many theories that have been proposed. I encourage you to ponder them, to question and to explore the fascinating mystery that is the Dyatlov Pass incident. As we continue to seek answers, let us remember the lives that were lost and the importance of understanding the forces, both natural and human-made, that shape our world. I invite you to share your insights and theories in the comments section below, fostering thoughtful discourse while remaining respectful of the memory of the 9 individuals who lost their lives. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more captivating stories from the natural world and beyond. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey, and I eagerly anticipate our next adventure together.